Let's go.
Hello, I'm Michael Lunatic, and I do not know if this is going to record or not. Here is Steve. This way. Steve, would you like to do the introduction, please?
Welcome everyone back to Talks Online. We have a good friend of mine, Lee Bradley, joining us on the show. Welcome, Lee.
Hello.
You know, he has his face mask on.
Yes, social distance.
Only one of us is actually doing COVID regulations.
Yes, well done. Are you in a public place, Lee?
No.
So you just like to wear the face mask? You know, that's good to know. I was wondering.
Yeah, this is one of my cosplayers that I've got coming up. Let's take it up.
Oh wow,
that's better. Yeah.
I was wondering if people just wore masks constantly, like 24/7 at the moment. And here we are.
This is the only one I would wear all day, every day, because the Winter Soldier is, he's a legend.
Nice. So that is the Winter Soldier mask.
Yeah, I just think if people wore masks all the time, that we could just turn into some sort of worldwide Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
let's do that. Let's go from COVID to Mortal Kombat. Only the strong survive.
That's how you get a vaccine. You've got to fight and win, and whoever remains gets the vaccine.
I like this new world order.
You can just imagine it, me or Michael, just going to the vaccine centre and just like decking some old lady out the way.
Okay,
so you've got to fight in your age category. You can't just beat up a pensioner. That's not fair.
If you could be any Mortal Kombat character, who would you be? That's a question probably for everyone here right now in this.
Kung Lao. I want to be Kung Lao. I want to chop people up with a hat. He's like the Chinese. He's like the Chinese Odd Job.
No, I'll have to be Sub-Zero because I get the mask.
Noob Sabot, the original Sub-Zero. Okay.
So,
yeah,
I mean,
how long?
I used to. Well, what?
How long are you? How much more do you need to do to finish the Winter Soldier cosplay off?
Oh, loads! I've got the goggles.
Nice.
Ready to go. There's lots. I've got to find some. I've got to make the entire leather piece with the arm, the trousers, the belts, the guns, the knives, the boots.
Just follow what your T-shirt says, okay, and never give up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm representing all my favorite things. Galaxy Quest. That's an up and coming costume. I got my Power Ranger communicator there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So Lee is probably one of our geekiest ever guests. He's got his proverbial finger into every single geeky pie that he can get his mitts on.
I've been doing it for nearly 25 years.
Oh no! I'll say this something you need to know, actually, Michael. So me and Lee have probably known each other for about 20 years.
Yep.
Whoa! That must mean that you must have known each other for literally 20 years.
Half my life.
Yeah. Well,
I know.
Steve, you're only like 20, aren't you?
Shut up! I'm 20 when I shave.
Okay. 30.
No, reason being,
30. Are you 39 or 40 now? Have I missed your birthday?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? I'm 37 in May.
Oh my goodness, I've been piling on the years on you then. Oh, I do apologise. The camera adds years.
The reason me and Lee know each other is because we both go to the same Star Trek club, and that Star Trek club's been running for over 20 years now.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
where's
I was one of the original members.
Yep.
Nemesis
Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one. It was made by our good friends Ivor and Susan, and far from bar from 2019, well, bar from 2020 with all the COVID stuff, they've never really missed a meeting. So it's only really come to a global pandemic that they've actually stopped.
Yep.
But, we'll be back in there soon. We'll be back going. We're back boldly going where no one's gone before.
Yeah, Sci-Fi and Fantasy Club. That's been going for nearly 25 years because I got into cosplay properly because of them. Because I did it when I was in high school and stuff like that, just putting stuff together as you do when you're a kid.
So we were talking about obviously the USS Ranger, Star Trek and Sci-Fi Club that we both attend. And so we were trying to think of when it started. So obviously, if any of the Ranger members can comment on this when it started, we were thinking it was very late 90s when it started, and we were talking about how we went around to local schools and did events and things like that. And I mean, the one event that I remember is when we all decided to go down to London for the Star Trek Adventure at Hyde Park. I mean, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I've still got some of the memorabilia from it.
Yeah,
I got the book and I've got the mug.
Same.
That was fun.
So you were all like sort of like
they're
Comic Con before Comic Con actually hit off.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we said we got dressed up in our uniforms and went down to London as a group, and it was really fun. I mean, I've still got some pictures. I think I've got pictures from there. It was either that or when we went to, I think it was Milton Keynes. I think a few of us went to Milton Keynes, and we went there as well. But yeah, I mean, we've had some cracking memories from the Ranger Club. I mean, the amount of people that when we used to go, and I used to say it was my quiz, and people would moan. Some of my quizzes were absolutely weird.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it all started, but back in the day, because back in the day when we when Star Trek fan clubs and Comic Cons didn't exist, geeks like me, but back in high school, back in the day in the 90s, just to say you're like a Star Trek fan or I mean, the word cosplay didn't exist, and everyone just called it dressing up. And if someone found out that you're into like sci-fi or anything like that, you used to get your head kicked in. So it was, but I didn't care. I was just like, I am who I am, and I like what I like. And then a bunch of us at the Maryhill shopping centre, there used to be a section down the bottom that used to be full of like market stalls in the corner. I think is now like Pound World now, and a little sci-fi shop opened up there, a little store called Farpoint. And every Saturday, the geeks would sort of conjugate at this little market store because we're all geeks and we all went there and we ended up just talking. And it got to the point where a bunch of us were just like, well, why don't we start a club? We all seem to be meeting here on a Saturday around about the same time because we're geeks and we like talking to other geeks. And then we found a place. I think we started at Thorns College and we decided to meet up every Friday, first Friday of every month. And it started there, and we said, well, yeah, we can make money for charity. Let's do something good with this, and we get to meet up once a month. We get to talk about the new shows, costumes, conventions, and stuff like that. And that was it. And he just exploded from there. And members have been joining ever since, and it's just been non-stop.
Now this has all been
nearly 6 decades.
Like this has all been before the internet, isn't it?
Yeah, pre-internet, well before the internet.
Yeah, it was
the
before
only way you can talk about
Facebook
shows, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many you talked about members joining up? How many have you currently got in the group? Do you know?
We have a lot online, but I think a monthly meeting we have about between 30 and 50.
Yeah, that's about average. I mean, there's been times where we've been higher than that. And like other Star Trek clubs have joined us.
There we go
for excursions. I mean, yeah, there you go. That's our club.
That's it.
Club.
We've got our own merchandise. That's how long we've been going. We've got our own merch. There you go, USS Ranger. You can look at that on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a really, really welcoming community. It's exactly what Star Trek is meant to be all about. A very welcoming, all-inclusive community.
Live long and prosper.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah, and it's grown and it's evolved. It started just as a Star Trek group, but then as people started to like other stuff or were aware that other fans like Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who, Star Wars. It was just like, okay, now it's just a sci-fi club. It's just everything. Everyone's welcome. Everyone can talk about whatever they want.
I don't know if you remember the amount of times where I used to either bring like my games console and my little telly with me, and then some days I'd bring like a board game or a multiplayer board game to play, and it just went from there. It's really grown over the past 20 odd years.
I remember when you bought your nunchucks and you did your karate.
I did a karate demonstration in the middle of the club.
I know. Right. Everyone was holding their beers, thinking that you were going to, kung fu someone's pint off the table. It was great.
Yeah, so we've had members since they were very young. I mean, obviously me and Lee know one of the members, Olivia. Obviously she doesn't go to the Ranger anymore, but
she was born. She's got a kid, a baby. She's had a baby. It's like, wow, that is so strange.
So yeah, Olivia, if you watch this, hello to you. But Olivia was literally like tiny when she joined the Ranger with
pretty much conceived. They had a wedding at the club. Yep.
Cool.
They don't attend as much.
So
I still consider them members.
I haven't seen them for a while. I presume in their heart they are still members of the club. They still they still chat to me every so often.
Yeah, they've got family things, expanding family now, and it's just like wow. So people have births, deaths, and marriages. We've had it all.
Yeah, no. So Olivia was very small, and now she's got someone who's very small in her life. So the Ranger members who were kids now have kids. So that's how long we've been going. We've been going for like generations. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Brilliant. But yeah, let's say the range has been a big part of our lives for a long time. I mean, now I've officially been there for over 20 years now.
I've been there since day one.
Yeah, hang on. I was 16 when I joined, so I joined in 2000. And it was at least a year and a half, 2 years old then, because I remember. Yep. I remember trying to find it at Thorns, but unfortunately I went on the wrong Friday. So you got me and my mom turning up at Thorns College at like 7 o'clock at night, and asking the janitor or the security guard, "Like, is this Star Trek Club on here tonight?" And it says, "No, you've come like a week late." And then I didn't think about it then until I heard that there was the Ranger was going on in my local area. I thought, I'll go to that now. So I took my mom, and I was a really cheeky git because I won the raffle twice on my first day. I won it twice.
Okay, guys.
I remember what I won as well. I won a mug, and I won. Yep.
When lockdown is finally over and the club gets back to social gatherings, like in real life. Now that I'm kind of in the area, I'm like 40 minutes away from you, Steve. Do you think one night I could probably attend? Do you think that would be cool, Lee?
Of course. Yeah, of course. Everybody's welcome. Everyone who wants to turn up can turn up. Yeah. Yeah, come on, be ace.
Okay, cool. And I don't need to wear a white hood or anything, do I?
Whoa.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, we don't burn crosses at the Ranger. No, I don't know what club. No.
I was joking.
This is not Alabama. This is not Southern America. You don't wear a white hood. Like, no.
You don't put like a bunch of keys in a hat at night, do you?
No.
You don't at the end of the club start taking pills and one by one the members drop.
No.
Off.
Okay. What clubs have you been going to?
Yeah, he's been going to.
It's not a wife swap.
Places. Yeah.
It's not an eyes wide shut party. We don't all, put our Vulcaneers on and then go, right, it's time to pump far.
And
yeah.
Sacrifices. Brilliant.
My wife now. You're my wife now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
come on, let's beam up. No, it's not that kind of club. No.
Are you allowed to talk about the club after?
No, there's no after parties. We're all too old for that now. No, you just turn up. It is at a conservative club, and we have a room. The room is hired out for us. You get there, you have a few drinks. There's a quiz, there's a raffle, and you just basically chat, and that's it. It's just a social gathering for like-minded people, which is always good to find in this world. If you find people who can think along the same lines as you, make friends, relationships. It's everything's on the table.
Sometimes,
so there are occasions where we do
chatting with other geeks. It can get quite heated, like really heated. Like, no, Star Trek is better than Star Wars. No, Star Wars is better than Star Trek. It's always been the case. Get your head in the game. Do you think?
No, it's only when they talk about the new Star Trek series like Discovery and Picard and stuff like that is when he gets heated. That's not real Star Trek. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
So heated.
Yeah, there is only one. Yeah, there is only one discussion that is totally off the table, and that's the whole Kirk Picard thing. Yeah, you do that, you're probably going to start a fight.
Yeah. So, has anyone ever had a fight in there because they're so heated about the geek debates that happen lots on the internet?
No.
That's good.
No, that's amazing. When it comes to fandom, you look at sci-fi fans and they're pretty chill. You look at sports fans and they're like going mental and beating each other up. But we're the ones that get ridiculed. The geeks who like sci-fi and fantasy, we're the ones that get sort of like picked on and bullied and stuff like that. Even to this day online, and you're just like, where's the line? It's just like, okay, if you're into football and stuff like that, it's fine. But if you're into anything that's not like that, then you get ridiculed, and you're kind of like,
Something's
But as fandoms go, sci-fi fans pretty chill.
That's cool. Unless they're trolls on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keyboard assassins.
Have you ever been a keyboard assassin yourself?
No.
Oh, no, I haven't.
No.
I mean, I've wanted to say a few choice words to people, but I've kept them to myself.
Are those mostly directed to me, Steve, by any chance?
No, of course not. I love you, Michael.
You don't be frightened to speak the truth on here.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Lee.
Well, yeah, so
anything else that you'd like to talk about right now? Anything that's on your mind?
I don't know.
We normally talk cosplay in these interviews, so let's go with that.
It's interesting how I've been doing it now for nearly 25 years. I've got like 40 costumes. When I first started to go out in a costume or anything like that would be definitely ridiculed, and you definitely get bullied for it. But now it's cool. Now we are in the post-geek singularity now because of Big Bang Theory and Marvel MCU. To be a geek is now cool. So it's amazing if you stick around long enough, you stay true to
computer company on the world, and then you've got another geek who says, "Oh, I'm going to top that and fly my own car into space, just because I can."
Is that Tesla?
Yeah, Elon Musk did it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah. He fired his own car into space. Still there, apparently.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
It's interesting how the world has changed so much since it's all started. I mean, the word cosplay didn't even exist. People just go, "Oh, you like to play dress up?"
Oh.
But now they're the ones calling me, going, "Have you got this costume or anything like that?" Or "You're going to Comic-Con? Can I tag along?" And just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. They're the ones that bullied us at school, and now suddenly they're not popular anymore.
Oh yeah.
Life has definitely improved for me the moment I left school. I don't know about you guys, but it's definitely improved 100%. It's great being an adult now.
Yep.
We're being a geek.
Yeah. Being a geek is cool.
Yeah. Because being a geek, it's been an interesting journey. I've got to say. I mean, because I started with the USS Ranger, and then because of that, because I kept doing costumes, I then joined up with the UK Garrison, which is more Star Wars, and that was incredible. I mean, to get in with them, and I wasn't 3 months a member, and then all of a sudden I'm at the Star Wars Episode 3 premiere on the red carpet. You know, in the middle of Leicester Square, entertaining people, and then you get to meet the cast, and then I got invited to go onto MTV, and then Dermot O'Leary saw me on there, and then he invited me to be in his documentary Generation Jedi. Wow. And I'm like, this is just insane, and it just kept. And then from doing that, I ended up doing the Girls Aloud documentary, which was just a random series of events because the people were going, "Where are you from? Your accent." I was like, "I'm from Dudley, West Midlands, Birmingham." They're like, "Oh, we're shooting Girls Aloud documentary, Girls Aloud Home Truths. Do you want to be in it? Do you want to come in?" I was like, "Okay." Do I get to meet Girls Aloud? They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, I'm there."
Yeah,
I remember
it just goes absolutely mental because the 501st and the garrisons all over the world are now a part of that. We've got members that have been in the Star Wars films. If anyone's watching The Mandalorian, I think Florida and LA garrison were in an episode of that because they needed more stormtroopers and because they knew that the 501st, our armor and the costumes that you do have to go through a process where it gets cleared. And the standards are very, very high. I mean, your costume has pretty much got to be like it just came off set, which I know it bugs a lot of people because they're like, I just want to rock up wearing whatever I'm wearing.
They go to their local Astor, George, and they pick up a child stormtrooper outfit, like a £10.
Yeah.
They put it on.
Yeah.
And they instantly think that they can join the 501.
Some do, yeah, but all the rules are there. But again, it's different for different people. I mean, if people just want to do that, they want to get something cheap made from China and wear that and enjoy it. That's fantastic. If that's what you enjoy and that's the standard that you're at in terms of the level of costuming, that's absolutely fine. But if you want to put a little bit more effort into there, and when you go on there, there's people to help you. I mean, as soon as you go on there, you're not on your own. You're not got to find this stuff. That you got members who are armorers like myself, who when you go on there and you go, okay, I want to be a stormtrooper, or now we've got the real icon section, which is everything else apart from Star Wars. So if you want to be Iron Man, or if you want to be Power Ranger, or whatever the case may be, you go on there and say, I want to join, this is what I want to do, can anyone help me? And then someone who has done it before, who is an expert in that costume, then goes and chats with you and works with you and so on and so forth. I mean now someone's joining as the yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, and I'm helping her out. I said, well, you go to this guy. He said he'll sort your helmet out. You go to this company to get your suit. You go to this company to get the boots, and by the time it's done, you've gone all the way through the process, and so every single piece on that costume is clearable. And then once you're cleared, you're in, and you come to conventions, and if you're lucky, you do get to be in like films and television. It's not a guarantee, and it's a rarity, but it's just one of the perks because the company built a good reputation with Lucasfilm, and because it's non-profit, nobody makes you don't go there and get paid. You're there for the enjoyment of the costumes, really. Yeah, it's amazing. And then because of working with them, that's led to other opportunities. So, yeah, it's been really crazy.
I could just imagine one of the days I go up to the real icons and just go up in like my big giant octopus outfit and say, "Can I get this cleared?"
Okay.
You probably could. But I mean, that's the great. I mean, that's why we started Real Icons, is because a bunch of us were like, well, I like, because it was mainly sort of my fault, because I was sort of like, I've got this Power Ranger costume, which was one of the first costumes they went through, which was the white Mighty Morphin, which went down so well. I mean, that just helped open the doors, and because my main love is Star Trek, of course, and so I've got a bunch of Star Trek costumes through. And and that just kept growing and growing and growing. And now we got Iron Man, we got Deadpool, and it seems to be flourishing. I mean, we've got like 300, 400 members now across the UK. Yeah. It's insane. But yeah, there's a garrison in every country as well, which is fantastic. So talk about a global success there. But I'll always have love for the USS Ranger, and because I love Star Trek.
I mean, the occasional time when there's like what's the con? Destination Star Trek turns up.
Yeah.
And the Ranger always has a presence there.
Yeah.
And so that's where we get most of our new members. Is they go to the Destination Star Trek and then they join up.
That's something new as well for conventions. Is conventions like Destination Star Trek are now reaching out to the fans and saying, if you've got a fan club, you can come and you can have a table. You don't have to pay for it, which, if you're a dealer, you have to pay for a table. But to be part of the fan section and to say, come along with your group, put a little display on, show your costumes, your props, or whatever. I mean, and that's brilliant as well. Is this they're embracing the fans. They know that we're the ones that are keeping these conventions and the franchises alive. So it's like by welcoming us and allowing us to do that has been a godsend.
Yeah, I mean, I love to show Nemesis here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all down the one side of the lobby, we got tables set up with like props and like the weapons, and we got like phasers and tricorders and stuff like that. And people were massively interested. And because we did that, the showcase said, "Oh, because you're doing that, you can go and watch the film." And it's like, sweet. So we got to watch Star Trek Nemesis when it came out. That was really cool. Oh, well, I enjoy that. Strange thing, I don't actually have my Star Trek uniform anymore because I grew out of it. I mean, I bought it when I was like 21, and I'm like 36 now, so I got fat. I got fat; it doesn't fit no more.
I'm not gonna say. I still fit in mine. I'm not gonna say anything.
Jammy sod. Nah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, my original one was a Ruby's one, and it does stretch. So I'm definitely not the same waist size I was when I started the Ranger. But it helps if you're a tailor and you're good with the sewing machine. You're just like, I'll just let this out a little bit.
Yeah, that's why Picard always had to like pull it down when he stood up.
Yeah. Speaking of, I've solved that problem, by the way. The Picard Maneuver where he has to pull his uniform down.
Yeah.
Because during the first lockdown, because I was working from home and I was stuck, I ended up making a bunch of next-gen tunics. And when it came to the costumes, what I like to do is I like to call it a CSA, which is convention-safe alteration. So whether it be, your rank pips or your badge or the waistband, I was like, there's got to be a way to wear this uniform, because if I'm going out there dressed as Data and I've got makeup on my hands, I don't want to keep pulling my uniform down and getting makeup all around the waistband. So what I came up with is that I've got Velcro in the waistband.
Yeah. And
it's attached to the trousers.
Ah.
And because your trousers are stirruped under your feet, the trousers will keep the uniform taut. So you never have to pull it down. It keeps it, and because it's just on the side of the hips, and because it's stitched on the inside. On the outside, it just looks like you got a next-gen tunic. On the inside, it's Velcro to the trousers or pants. If you're in America. So that was something I came up with just basically because I was putting the uniform together. I was like, there's got to be a way that I can stop this. Do I stitch the tunic to the trousers themselves? So it's like a onesie that I get in from the back, and I thought, that's not going to work. So I came up with that, and I was just like, okay, Velcro on the hips. I tried it. I was like, this works. I can do this, and the uniform doesn't rise. I was just like, they should hide me on Next Gen. I would have, Patrick Stewart would have never have to pull his uniform down ever again.
The Paramount Pictures, you need to hire this guy.
Yeah.
So we're coming to the end of the chat. We've been talking mostly Trek, so we'll do some random. We'll do some random questions, mainly based on Trek, really. So, going from the start of Star Trek, have you got a favourite Enterprise? One that's your favourite?
But as the ship?
Yes.
Enterprise D.
You go for the D.
Yeah, that was my first look.
The D too.
Michael. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the D because it was what I was brought up with. Yeah, I love the D. But yeah, but I know. But yeah, I was brought up on Star Trek. My mom took me to see Generations, and that was like the first Star Trek that I ever saw. And I thought, oh, I like this. So I
That
just
was the
started
first one I
watching
saw at the cinema as well.
Generations.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, so I like Enterprise D. I like the E. I do like the E.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, but I mean they've been doing like concepts for like the ones further on, because obviously you saw the inside of the J on Enterprise the series, like you saw a corridor of it. So obviously that's going to carry on. But let's see. So what we got? More questions. More questions.
If
more
you
questions,
could
more
be a
questions.
crisp, what crisp would you be?
I'd be
Sweet chili Walker's Sensations.
Ooh.
I will be a hula beef flavoured puff.
You'd be a what? It's weird to look at you, Steve. You look like a Bond villain. You're in a big chair and you've got a cat next to you. You must have just grabbed the thing and just start going, yes, hello, Mr. Bond.
Yeah. I know, I would. He always jumps in my videos. Yeah, so I was saying I'm going to be a hula hoop puff. You know the big puffy hula hoops. I like them. I'm going to be one of them. Yeah.
I'm going to be a skip.
Oh, yeah.
A prawn cocktail skip.
You're going to be a skip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because you melt on people's tongues.
Yeah. Steve, you took my joke.
Well, you say I like the D.
I think we all like the D.
Oh boy. Why do you up there? You like a parrot? Yeah, you up there though? Yeah, look, so cute. Well, he's cute when he wants to be. He's being a bit of a bitch at the moment.
He's the real star of the show, isn't he, Loki?
I know he is. People keep asking about it.
He should get more screen time.
I don't think he wants more screen time. Hey, Loki, you touch the camera. No.
Okay.
He's like, no, I'm just going to sit here. Yes?
If you could live in a world without geeky shit, what kind of world would that be?
World without geeks.
That's a world I don't want to be a part of.
It'd be very boring. It'd be very boring.
Yeah, I'd go to Mars if there was geek stuff there. If we could move all the geeks to Mars, that'd be awesome.
Can we just do the whole Futurama thing? Which I don't want to live on this planet anymore. We're not the only habited planet in the solar system anymore.
Oh. Okay,
No,
go on.
because Mars is inhabited by robots. Yeah, Mars is inhabited by robots.
No, it's not. It's got it. Now Mars has got those women with the 3 breasts. I've seen Total Recall.
Yeah,
that's the only reason he's going to Mars. Elon Musk is because he thinks, you know,
he wants the triple T.
Come on, Elon, get the ass to Mars and give the people air.
I'm pretty sure that something like that's going to happen in the future. So they're already looking into Catgirl DNA.
Oh yes!
Making everybody anime Catgirl. Michael wants an anime Catgirl for a while.
Yes, I do. Obviously, I'm with Kaylee, so maybe when she's sleeping, I'll insert that DNA shit into her.
You can turn your wife into a Catgirl.
Yeah, and it will piss her off. It will piss her off. I know it will.
So how's that going to work for public bathrooms? Are we going to have to accommodate for that as well? Are there going to be litter trays?
Probably.
In bathrooms. Oh, does that mean you get the choice? You can use the bathroom or you can use the litter tray in the corner.
Michael, you turn into a pervert again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is taking a left turn into some weird furry territory.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
If you'd like to start the outro there, Steve, please.
Oh, but we're coming back. We're coming back to Star Trek and 3 breasts. Star Trek 5. There was a Catwoman with 3 breasts that Shatner drowned in the pool table, the water pool table. I was like,
Yes,
that's okay, that's weird. That's entering into William Shatner's fantasy a little bit. That he throws a triple-breasted Catwoman into a pool table that's actually a pool.
So, right. Can we do the outro now? Yes. Right. So, guys, thanks very much for joining us, and obviously thank you to Lee for being the guest on the show. If anybody out there at all is an anime cat girl, please hit Michael up in the DMs. I'm pretty sure he'll be more than welcome to have you there. And, guys, we will see you in the next video. So, toodles!
Bye, everybody! Come in, Zordon.
The Power Rangers are in trouble. You must join them in the park immediately.
Okay, I gotta go, guys.
He's going to go. See you guys.